Welcome to today's mock interview session. If you're gearing up for a payroll clerk interview, you're in the right place. Together, we'll walk through some key questions you might encounter, starting with a situation where you had to tackle a payroll discrepancy. Let's dive right in. Can you share an example of a time you had to resolve a payroll discrepancy? Interviewers ask this to understand your problem-solving skills and how you manage errors in payroll, which is crucial for maintaining accuracy. Here are some pointers on how to approach this question. Briefly explain the situation and what caused the discrepancy. Outline the steps you took to investigate the issue. Describe how you communicated with the affected employees. Explain the resolution and how you ensured it wouldn't happen again. Conclude with what you learned from the experience. Now, let's look at an example that answer to give you a clearer idea.
In my previous job, we found an employee had been overpaid due to a data entry mistake. I reviewed the payroll records to pinpoint the issue and then explained the situation to the employee. We worked together to adjust future paychecks, and I implemented a double-checking system for entries to prevent this from happening again.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for payroll clerk. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time when your attention to detail made a big difference in your work. This question helps interviewers evaluate your meticulousness and the impact it has on maintaining payroll accuracy. Let's go through some strategies for crafting your response. Think of a specific instance where details were critical. Clearly describe the situation and your role in it. Explain how your attention to detail led to a positive outcome. Be specific about the results achieved due to your careful work. Keep your answer concise and focused on your contributions. Here's an example that illustrates how attention to detail can make a significant impact.
In my previous role, I spotted a recurring error in payroll calculations due to how timesheets were formatted. I redesigned the timesheet to be more user-friendly and added validations to catch mistakes early. As a result, we saw a 20% reduction in payroll discrepancies over 3 months.
Describe an experience where you collaborated with HR to resolve a payroll issue. This question assesses your teamwork skills and your ability to work cross-functionally to address payroll problems. Here are some helpful points to consider when answering. Select a specific payroll issue you encountered. Explain your role in identifying and addressing the problem. Mention how you collaborated with HR to find a solution. Highlight the outcome and any improvements made to the process. Keep it concise and focus on your contributions. Let's take a look at an example to see how teamwork plays a key role.
In my last job, we found discrepancies in employee overtime pay. I collaborated with HR to gather reports and analyze time cards. Together, we identified an error in data entry, and I suggested new checks, which reduced future discrepancies by 30%.
If an employee comes to you with concerns about incorrect paycheck deductions, how would you handle it? This situational question gauges your ability to address employee concerns professionally and resolve issues efficiently. Consider these steps when formulating your response. Listen carefully to the employee's concerns without interrupting. Ask clarifying questions to understand the issue fully. Reassure the employee that you will investigate their claim. Check payroll records and deductions thoroughly. Follow up with the employee to explain the findings and solutions. Here's how you might handle such a situation effectively.
First, I would listen carefully to the employee's concerns to ensure they felt heard. I'd ask questions to clarify the specifics of their deductions. After reviewing the payroll records, I'd follow up with the employee to explain what I found and resolve any issues.
What would you do if you discovered a significant payroll error just before payday? This question tests your decision-making and crisis management skills, highlighting your ability to handle pressure effectively. Here's how you can approach this tricky situation. Stay calm and assess the error quickly. Identify the source and extent of the error. Communicate immediately with your supervisor or manager. Determine the steps needed to correct the error. Ensure all affected employees are informed. And document the solution. Let's review an example of how to manage such a challenging scenario.
Upon discovering a payroll error just before payday, I would first verify the details to fully understand the issue. I'd alert my supervisor immediately so we can work on a solution together. I would outline the steps to correct the error and ensure all impacted employees are notified about the delay in their payments.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.